Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and it is my pleasure to again call to the lectern Elizabeth Marinkala.
It's difficult to do justice to the description of a man who once held the Guinness World Record for the longest entry in Who's Who in America. Glenn Seaborg was a Nobel laureate, founder of what is today the Pac-12, a key player in the Manhattan Project, and later, not coincidentally, in the nuclear non-proliferation movement. He is the only living person ever to have an atomic element named after him, Seaborgium. He actually managed to transmute tiny amounts of bismuth into gold by bombarding bismuth foil targets with fast-moving carbon or neon nuclei. He was simply one of the most amazing men of his or any era. And among his many national and international contributions, the one of which he was perhaps most proud was his leadership as chairman of the board of Society for Science and the Public. In this capacity, Dr. Seaborg was a mentor and inspiration to hundreds of STS finalists. And so, to honor his legacy and memory, each year, Intel STS finalists choose from among their own ranks the student whom they believe best exemplifies Glenn Seaborg's ability to inspire in others the passion for science that these 40 students live and breathe. Alexa Victoria Dantzler. Lexi lives in Manassas, Virginia, and attends Bishop O'Connell High School. For her Intel STS project, Lexi measured residual levels of a likely cancer-causing chemical, PERC, commonly used for dry cleaning, in 4 types of fabrics: polyester, wool, cotton, and silk, from 48 different dry cleaners in Virginia and Washington, D.C. Lexi found that only silk showed no detectable residual levels, and that having fabrics pressed, ironed, after cleaning reduces PERC levels significantly. Lexi also makes significant contributions beyond her science, having founded and serving as president of the Medical Missionaries Club at Bishop O'Connell High School, which raises funds and collects and warehouses medical and school supplies to send to clinics in developing countries around the world. Please join me on behalf of Intel and SSP in welcoming to the stage this year's Seaborg Award winner, Alexa Victoria Dantzler.
Good evening. Glenn Seaborg remarked in a 1947 interview after his discovery of plutonium, "I was a 28-year-old kid and I didn't stop to ruminate about it. I didn't think, my God, we've changed the history of the world." We Intel finalists have also made discoveries at a young age during our high school careers. And when sharing our knowledge of disordered proteins soon after we just met on the first day, or energetically discussing algorithms over breakfast every early morning, we realize that each of us, in our respective disciplines, has contributed valuable information to the realms of science. We constantly want to find answers, and once we find one, we don't stop. We are eager to quench our thirst for knowledge by searching for more. After meeting Secretary of Education Arne Duncan and President Barack Obama, dining with Intel innovators, meeting past Intel finalists, sharing our stories with the public and the media, this week at Intel STS has been an honor and an unforgettable experience for all of us. The original mission of Society for Science and the Public was to further the public understanding of science. Through our years of research, we have been inspired by the infectious enthusiasm of researchers like Professor Seaborg and those of you who sit in front of us this evening. By your mentorship and inspiration, we too are dedicated to propagating this same inspiration to our generation and the next. During this week, we have taught and inspired each other, and are consequently now more enthusiastic about science and our roles in the scientific community. We extend our utmost gratitude to Intel and SSP for this tremendous experience and opportunity. We will continue to question our world because questions fuel initiative, and initiative leads to answers, and answers, ultimately, can improve the quality of society and life in this present generation and in those that are to come. We have diseases to prevent and cure, new energy to harness and save, efficient technology systems to build, and diagnostic tests to improve, among other things. We have no time to lose. Let the research never stop, and let the curiosity and inspiration continue to be planted and flourish. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexa, and congratulations.